Well, hello everyone. This is Chrystal Lynn, Cowgirl Astrologer, coming to you from Southern California. And I want to thank you guys for joining me. Today, I want to take a look at what is going on up in the sky. But before I do, I want to give you a little bit of an announcement. I'm super excited about it. It's in the works right now. But I'm going to have availability to an office a few days a week in Temecula, California. So if any of you are interested in coming out and doing a private, personal one-on-one reading with me, that will be available soon. So if you live, from LA to San Diego, anywhere in there, it's about an hour drive to Temecula or less. And I'm super excited about this. My son has started he has a social media company, and he just got a new office with the studio and the whole thing. And I'm going to be working myself in there, and it's going to be a great opportunity for me to focus, to be able to focus, to be able to compartmentalize this very, very important part of my life, which is astrology. It takes a lot of work, it takes a lot of concentration, it takes a lot of research. And so being able to go into an office and have this time to make this my full priority, I am super excited about. So I will be sharing more about that as that unfolds. But that kind of brings me to the message as I share a little bit of my personal story to what's actually going on up in the sky. It's so amazing to me how the timing of the planets really tell a story. And often when we feel lost and we don't know what's going on and we can't see on the other side of things, we know that there's another side. We know that we can maybe make it through, be brave, be courageous, all those things that we talk about and encourage each other with. But the exciting thing to me that's helped me a lot about astrology is it allows me to see a very specific energy coming ahead. And when I'm able to look at this, no matter how I'm feeling, no matter what's going on, it gives me hope. It gives me hope that there's a very intricate creative path going on, and that we're all a part of it. And even the down times, even the really difficult times are necessary. As hard as they are, they're extremely necessary. And the energy's been so intense for a few reasons. So let's talk about that right now. The first thing I want to talk about, let me just pull my chart up here. I'm outside. It's my little pond over here, and I'm really enjoying the weather right now and needing to get out in the sun. So I hope this isn't too bright, but felt like a good spot to sit. So right now we have this huge, can I say shitload of planets in Capricorn? Okay, in Capricorn. We just came out of the moon in Capricorn. We're moving into the moon in Aquarius. But we just came out of Saturn, Mars, Lilith, Pluto are all in Capricorn. Okay? Huge energy in Capricorn. What is Capricorn? Sometimes when we think of Capricorn, it's like I think of the old man, the old wise man. Sometimes we think of Capricorn as it's like if you have one of those neighbors that drive a beat up old truck. They live kind of, back in some strange little house, very private. They drive that old truck everywhere they go, and you find out later that they're like a millionaire or a billionaire, or they have all this, money, but they live this kind of humble life. They don't quite want anybody to, they're not really showboating. They really are very content with kind of this inner power that I've been able to create all these things, and and not have not tell everybody. They like that. And yes, they, we see them as, powerhouses, and, they will fight for the top position. But at the same time, there's just kind of this interesting, wise, especially as they get older, they become very wise, they become very spiritual. And so Capricorn energy in us right now is helping us to look at life that way. I saw a quote on Facebook that I really liked the other day, and it said, three things that you never do. You ever talk about. You don't talk about your relationship. You don't talk about money, and you don't tell people about your next move. And I thought, wow, in what we've gone through, the last few years on social media, it's all been about, woo, look at me, look what I'm doing, promoting our lives, promoting our business, telling our stories. And you know what? I loved every bit of that. I still do. I mean, it's really, you need that excitement. You need that place to be able to, really manifest your dreams at times, and be able to show who you are, and it within your relationships. But unfortunately, there's been a lot of, I think, emotional damage for people. We've all been through it, and part of it, and it's just a process. And as we get a little further along and where we're at right now, all this Capricorn energy is saying, okay, hold on a minute. You know what I mean? Hold on a minute. If you really got what it takes, then do it. Shut up and do it. Shut up and do it. Take the time to do it right, or take the time to do it over. And, that's what's so interesting right now about, where I've been at, is I've just been kind of all over the place and not focused. And all of a sudden, this opportunity came up for me to work in an office, a few days a week, and, whatever hours I want to do that in. There's still that flexibility that I like, which lends to this Neptune in Pisces. Also Chiron in Pisces at 29 degrees. So we've got this strong Piscean energy with this strong Capricorn energy. Now, these two energies work really well together, okay? It's considered a sextile. So they're two signs apart. So anytime you have two signs apart, that's usually pretty harmonious, okay? So I like that. But you've got two totally different conversations going on. Pisces really represents this huge creative ability. And for Pisces, one of the things that is so special about this energy is they really do have the ability to tap in to another world, see the future many times, many years ahead of before it happens, see the possibilities where there are no possibilities. They're able to actually put themselves in that situation, dreaming it up and feeling it as if it's happening, experiencing it like, oh my gosh, I could totally see this happening. A lot of times they'll get messages from above, visions from above that will play out in their lives. They're very, very powerful manifestors, okay? The hard part is that we live in a society that can see people who have these visions and have these real highs, like, what is wrong with this person? Are they on drugs? Are they manic? They need some medication. It's because that energy is not very supported. It's not very supported here in our day and age. Now, interestingly, if you look into, like Indonesia or villages, out in those areas where they have the medicine man, when people go through an experience where they're receiving visions, or they're having this experience and they're opening up to the other side, and they're really transcending from earth to this visionary energy, in those villages, they go to the shaman, they go to the medicine man, and they are highly protected, they are highly adored, because they're having this awakening and they're guided through it. They're guided through these amazing spiritual experiences. But here in our day and age, it's considered a mental illness. It's considered a manic episode. You need medication, you need group therapy, you need all of these things, which I'm not saying aren't necessary at times and aren't really positive, because that's the other side of Pisces, is mental health. And many Pisces will find themselves either working in mental health, or if you have a strong Pisces signature, somewhere, Mars and Pisces, rising, moon, all of those things, you'll find yourself really having a heart and understanding for people who, are really struggling to live in the conventional world that's been set up, which is Capricorn. Capricorn is, these are the rules, everybody fit in this little box and everything will be okay. If everybody does what they're supposed to do, and in the way they're supposed to do it, which is why, even schools, we talk a lot about, our kids go to school and they have to sit at a desk all day, and some kids need to be running around in a farm, and that's how they learn best. But we have a very conventional society that's been built upon these systems. Now, we are finding with Saturn, okay, in Capricorn coming back, 1988, 1989 was the last time that Saturn was in Capricorn. We also have Saturn in Capricorn in 1960, 61, 62. So for those of you who are born in 61, 60, look at your charts, see if Saturn was in Capricorn. These are some hard workers, especially those Saturn in Capricorn born in the 60s. I mean, I know a lot of them, and I'm telling you right now, hard workers, amazing workers, builders, mechanics, construction workers, just, like they've just carried the world on their back. And they're very strong people, like extremely strong. Now, in 1988 and 89, this was a time, was kind of the beginning of homeschooling getting popular, and a different way of learning, a different way, breaking the conventional, norms, taking our kids out. At that time, there was a lot in the school districts of, putting your kids on medication because they can't sit still in this little conventional world. And so, as we talk about it, that was the time when that was beginning to break, that mold. Saturn comes in and shakes things up. If they're not working, or if man gets in the way of the actual idea and starts to, control it, Saturn comes back and shakes all that off and shakes things up. So we have Saturn in Capricorn right now, and it is having us look at our conventional ways of doing things. It's having us look at how our children are being taught. Again, those born in 88 and 89 are, going through being 29, 30 years old right now. It's their first Saturn return, and I'm telling you right now, in fact, my son was born with Saturn in Capricorn, and there was a very strong placements in Capricorn during those years. We had Neptune, we had Uranus, and we had Saturn there. So those of you born in 88, 89, you guys are thinking, like, your world is opening up right now. You are like, I got to make it happen. I got to make money. And from what I see, it's not always about making money just for yourself. I see a lot of, I need to make money to support my family, to help my friends, to create opportunities. And that is Capricorn. Although they are very, I won't say stingy. What's the word we're looking for? Very, very careful with what they have. They're not, just throw it out the door. So, gosh, you guys, this is what's happening right now. We have a lot of energy. If you look on in Aries, and Taurus, Capricorn, So, you know, these are the deeper signs. These are often the winter signs. We're coming out of winter now because we have the planets moving into Taurus. Oh, we got some spring coming, but we've been in a very dark winter, a very deep winter. And for a lot of people who, and it happens, is, can be very deep depressions during this time. Um, just feeling stuck, feeling, like you can't see the light at the end of the tunnel. Well, the good news is we're beginning to see the light at the end of the tunnel right now. We're at the 29th degree of Chiron and Pisces. Now, that's a whole nother topic I will get into at another time, but I want to say this has been a long transit. Chiron doesn't have a specific like every 7 years. Sometimes it's in one sign for 7 years, another sign for 3 years. But at the last degree, the deep 12th house healing, the deep 12th house stuff we've all been going through is finally coming to the end of this awareness, this deep healing. The emotional pain, looking back over your life. Pisces really does represent the hidden, the deep hurts that we hide and that we bury, okay? And it's getting ready to move into Aries, which is all about our identity. And many of us are moving into that with these shattered identities. Who are we? What are we? Social media took everything to a whole new level of who we are and what we are and comparing. And, the Capricorn energy right now is saying, you need to be an original. Quit looking around. Get humble. Quit telling everybody what you want to do and what you're going to do. Do it. Find ways to really focus, which is why I'm taking this opportunity to move into an office so that I'm really focused for that time. It's, again, a compartmentalizing of your life. Really get those things in your life together. Maybe things that you don't think matter, cleaning out your house, cleaning out old boxes, cleaning out things that are, they're just energetic drains, vampiric, it's like even old stuff can be really special when it has a memory. I'm a collector for sure. That Virgo energy in me loves to collect, but I'm starting to move things out and making room for new energy, making room for new opportunities to come. So anyway, you guys, I hope this was helpful. I really do have a lot more to say, so I'll be coming back. We'll be diving in to some of these deeper subjects. I just wanted to give you a little idea of some things that are happening right now. Again, if you want a reading, I have some specials. I'm going to be putting them up on my website today. I have some really good specials on readings I'm going to be offering so that everybody can have a chance to have that moment in time where, you can see where are you, what's coming ahead, see if all the thoughts that you're having really are, part of that plan. Often when I do readings, people feel very just insecure or unsure. I'm having these feelings, I'm having these thoughts. This is what I'd really love to do, but I don't know if I can. I open up the chart and I'm like, are you kidding me? Everything is pointing you in that direction. Trust your intuition. So sometimes when you feel that way, being able to take a look at what's going on really can make a difference. So come check out my website, cowgirlastrologer.com, or email me at crystallyn68@gmail.com. The links will be below, and I'd love to work with you guys. This is a powerful time for us to really know where we are, take a stand in our future, and get it right, and get to work. We don't have any more time. We got to get to work now. Okay, so love you guys, and I hope you have a great day. Talk to you soon.